Gray, and I have the privilege, couldn't get that out, to pastor iChurchDMV, a local congregation here in our nation's capital, where our mission is to transform the community into the kingdom, one person, one family, one block, even one screen at a time. And you have now been ushered into our fall semester of Wisdom 31, a 31-day devotional through the Book of Proverbs, where we take a chapter a day and look at it as it corresponds with the day of the month. And we spend the first couple of moments in each day in order to just deal with one or two verses in that chapter and give some thought to it in order that we might grow wise. As we get ready for today, today is day number 8. So we're going to be in verses 12 and 13 today. As you get your Bibles, let me just remind you to be sure to finish with us. If you have been here for the last 7 days, and this is day number 8, you are doing amazingly. So keep up the good work, but also share this with someone. Invite somebody to join you because, of course, we need more wisdom in our community. And here's the last plug before we get into our devotion today. If you have not subscribed to this program, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, then please consider doing so. So then that way you can get all of the videos, all of the devotions that we do, as well as many of the other things that we've done over the years. And then make sure you turn on the notifications. So then that way you know when we are going live. All right, without further ado, Proverbs chapter number 8, verse 12 and 13 reads this way. I, wisdom, dwell with prudence, and I find knowledge and discretion. The fear of the Lord is hatred of evil, pride and arrogance and the way of evil and perverse speech I hate. There is a time and a place and a season for everything under the sun. Wisdom is being intellectually aware of what belongs where. In this hurried up dither that we live in, it's not uncommon for a season to have changed long before the average person realizes it. The reason for this is that we tend to identify with the extreme elements of what a particular season produces versus the foundational characteristics of what the season means. The transition from summer to fall often happens while the temperature is still high. And what many times people tend to miss is that someone who all of a sudden becomes unreliable had actually started fading into the background long before they leave. The fact of the matter is the change occurred when the first leaf started to fall, and the change occurred with people the moment that person became unresponsive. Solomon tells us that wisdom dwells, it lives in certain places, which is to suggest that there are other places you simply cannot find wisdom, no matter how hard you try, no matter how much you desire it to be there. Evil in any form, God hates. And therefore, if God is in opposition to it, it is not wise to be around it, especially pride and arrogance and perverted speech. At any moment, without announcing, God can avenge evil. However, it is unwise to believe that his judgment is unfair or seemingly coming from nowhere, because he always extends grace in a time of situational awareness if you use the judgment to know what season it is. Here's the wisdom key. Pay attention to the season, and you may not need as many signs. Be wise.